Well, welcome to a brand new series of podcasts this week, and we're going to be doing the disciple Thomas. So, when you hear the name Thomas, what comes to mind? For most people, it's just one phrase, it's doubting Thomas. A man remembered for a moment, a disciple reduced to a label. But what if that's not the full story? What if Thomas wasn't defined by doubt, but by something far more human, a far more powerful? Thomas was one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, not the loudest, and not the most famous, and not the one walking on water or leading crowds. But he was there, walking dusty roads, hearing every teaching, and watching miracles unfold in real time. And yet he's remembered very differently. Why? Well, the nickname Doubting Thomas comes from one moment, just one, after the resurrection of Jesus. But imagine if your entire life was judged by your one weakest moments, your hardest question, your deepest struggle. And that's Thomas. But if we slow down and we look closer, we see something else entirely. We see a man who didn't pretend, a man who asked real questions, and a man who refused to fake belief just to fit in. And honestly, that's rare. Thomas wasn't passive. He wasn't indifferent. He was deeply loyal, but also deeply thoughtful. He didn't just follow blindly. He wanted to understand. And that tension between faith and understanding is something that many of us live with every day. We want to believe, but we also want clarity. We want truth we can hold on to, not just words, and we're told to accept. Thomas lived in that space. And sometimes we imagine disciples as flawless, unshakable, certain and confident all the time. But Thomas reminds us that there's something really important, that faith isn't always neat, it isn't always confident, and it doesn't always come easily. Sometimes faith looks like questions, sometimes it looks like hesitation, and sometimes it looks like standing in the middle of belief and uncertainty and not walking away. And Thomas didn't walk away, and that matters. So here's the question for today. What kind of person becomes a disciple? Is it the person who never doubts, the one who always understands, or the one who gets everything right? Or is it someone willing to stay even when they don't fully get it? And with Thomas, you see, he stayed. Not because he had all the answers, but because something about Jesus was worth holding on to, even in uncertainty. So maybe Thomas isn't the disciple who doubted too much. Maybe he's the disciple who was honest enough to admit that he needed more. And maybe that's where real faith begins. Tomorrow, we'll see another side of Thomas, a side most people never even talk about. A moment not of doubt, but of bold courage. So until then, ask yourself, where am I being invited to stay, even when I don't fully understand?